Wow, October already. September certainly felt like it was in a hurry, didn't it? It's turned particularly autumnal over the last week, I have to say. Lots of rain, lots of cold temperatures overnight. And then last night we had our first significant frost. 1.7 it got down to in the polytunnel, and the squashes out here were covered in frost. October also means that it is time to start that big clear up around the plot. Time to get clearing, isn't it? And I'm starting with the top 10 beds on the plot. I'm feeling quite emotional about it. The end of my first summer season with this new vegetable garden. Another thing I'm still trying to keep on top of is this vain hope that the zinnias will keep going a little bit longer. Although, by the looks of the top of them, the frost has definitely had a few now. I still can't believe we've got a gladioli in October. If you look at this side of the archway, the storms we had last week, they've damaged the sunflowers, and it's such a shame because they still had new shoots on them. I'll just cut a few of these broken bits off. But I'm going to vainly hope that the rest of them will just hang in there that little bit longer. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the cosmos has snapped. So I'm going to clear the broken branches away of this as well. I'm not putting the cosmos in the compost bin because it self-seeds enough as it is without me adding any into the mix. Oh, I'm going to miss the cosmos. It's been such a joy. It's time to take these asters out as well. Hopefully these cosmos will last another few weeks yet though, because, well, I've enjoyed them and so have the pollinators. If I move further down this bed, these butterbushes, well, they're really not doing very good, are they? I'm going to take this one out for definite. It has a tiny, tiny butternut squash on it. Look at that. I'm still going to try and peel it and eat it because I do like butternut squash, but yeah, that's as good as it got on this bush. It is trying to put up more flowers, but, you know, it is October now. They're not going to come to anything. I also have another one on here. Now that's a better size. Still not as big as Dora's from Dora's Allotment. She was harvesting butterbushes the other day and hers were more of a traditional butternut squash size. I don't know what her secret is because that's the biggest one that I've got this year. Gonna try again next year though. Look at that, my first butternut squash. It's little and large. There's another little one in here that is pretty ripe that I'm just going to take now because of the frosts that we're having. It might not be a big harvest, but, well, it's my harvest and I'm still proud. Now, there aren't any more on this one now. I've just harvested those two. So this is another one that may as well come out. The ones on this side, I don't have much hope for them, but I'm going to valiantly leave them and just see what happens. Again, look at this one. It's tiny. It's like a giant acorn, isn't it? Right. Now I've tried to dry some of these sunflower heads and they've gone mouldy. So what I think I'm going to do is, because these are complete on a bunch, I'm going to take them in the house on a piece of string. I'm going to tie them upside down like this to see if I can get them to dry without going mouldy. I forgot we took the windmill off when it was windy the other day. went to Malvern Show last Sunday and had a really great time, met up with many other YouTubers, which you may well have already seen because a lot of them have already posted their report from Malvern Show on their YouTube accounts. But while I was there, Danny from the Grow Up channel mentioned my celeriac to me and told me that he would advise that I took some more of these lower leaves off and then scraped some of the soil back from around the bulbs of the celeriac to prevent them from rotting as we head into the wet season. So whilst I go on with that job, thanks for that tip, Danny, I'll take you back to last Sunday and mine and Duncan's day out to Malvern. As you can see, a great time was definitely had by all, and I can't wait to go again next year. The sun is really low in the sky at the moment, so I'm not sure that you can see, but I have tidied them up and thinned them out. And I've taken a little bit of soil from around them. I haven't taken too much because I don't want to disturb the roots. I think that's a job well done. Some of them look quite a decent size, so I reckon they'll be ready to harvest in another month or so now. But if I just pan along here to this one appears to be all foliage and no bulb. So I think what I'm going to do is dig this one up now, and it will just let a little bit more light into the ones behind before it's time to harvest them. You watch it have a big bulb on it now. Wow. Smells lovely. I might just take a couple of the lower leaves off of the ones around it now. Just try and blast some of the water off a bit. I think it's clear to see that that one is just a ball of roots. Very healthy roots, I have to say. The next bed that I want to do in this whole plan of clearing these top 10 beds on the plot is to clear this bed here. But before I do that, I need to do something about these fennel flowers because they are obviously overhanging into that bed. Now, in my last video, I had a few comments telling me that the seeds of these are quite prolific and kind of end up being a little bit invasive because it grows up everywhere forever. So I have a plan to tackle that. Be right back. These are the organza bags that I put on the sweet corn. You saw those in the plot tour video last week. And I'm going to put some of these over some of these flower heads so that I can save those seeds, and hopefully they won't drop through these because they're really tightly woven and protect me from having them sprouting everywhere forever and a day. But then what I'm going to do is cut down the rest of them because, well, there's just so many of them. I'm hoping this works, she says. Let's try this one. I think that's going to do it. And then when I'm ready to harvest them, all I'll do is just cut the stem so that the seed head stays within the bag until I'm somewhere a bit safer. So I've been carrying on and putting them on. Just very easy. Just trapping the flowers within them. Pulling the cords pretty tight and tying a bow. I think I might make this one the last one. Now Robin from Robin's Gardens, thank you Robin, was telling me last week that adding fennel seeds to a crumble topping is delicious. So thank you for that tip. I am looking forward to trying it. I think I'm happy with the amount that I'm saving for this season. So what I'm going to do now is just chop all of the rest down. They're not going to go into my compost heap. They are going to go in the council bin. Again, I don't want them to volunteer in my garden anywhere. And hopefully this should stop us having too many self-seeding in this bed next year. I'm going to have to be quite gentle about how I do this though. Quite beautiful really, aren't they? Where's the sun gone? It looks like it's going to rain. Now whilst I have the council bin up on the garden, I'm also going to chop down this cosmos because it's snapped in several places now. And I do have some winter bedding plants to put out shortly. And now I've done that, I'm just going to take out the fennel now that hasn't got bags on. So, you know, like this one here, doesn't have anything growing on it. So you take them out and they will go in the compost. In one of my comments last week, someone did say that obviously there are two different types of fennel and some bulbs up and some doesn't. This did say that it was supposed to bulb up, so I don't think I've planted the wrong one, but I will double check again. Oh. Right, the next job is to tackle the weeds that are in here and harvest a few of the Swedes to let the remainder stay. Apparently they get sweeter as the frosts hit them, so I'm looking forward to that. This bed's been pretty neglected over the summer, just let it do its thing. Take off a few of the lower leaves while I'm here. Seems a sensible idea. So as I said, most of them are going to stay here and grow on a little bit more, but I really want to harvest this one. I don't know if it could get any bigger, but look at the size of that. I need to harvest it. Oh wow. Oh, there's a worm stuck there. Go on, you can go back in the bed. Sorry. Look at that. That is definitely my biggest Swede of 2024. Love it. What that means now though is that I can get on and take down these piece structures. They've been really good for me this year, but I think I'm going to do things a little bit differently next year. More on that as we go through the winter season, but I have a plan. But I need to get this bed cleared because I want to prep it for what's going in here next. Now the last bed along this side to do any clearing out of is this brassica bed. I did say in the plot tour last week that I was going to take out this summer sprouting broccoli. Oh, I didn't expect it to come out quite that easily though. That's not quite what I had in mind. There's so much debate whether to leave the roots in on brassicas or whether to take them out. And because I'm really not sure, I keep erring on the side of caution, which would be to take them out. Some say it's fine, others say it increases the risk of clubroot. So that was a quick task, wasn't it? I think I'm just going to put that bed back to bed for now. A few weeds down here that I might just grab while I've got the cover off though. Now I don't plan to take this out completely, but as you could see, there's a lot of dead heads on it. So what I'm hoping, because I can see a lot of buds lower down, is that if I just chop this untidy top section off, that it might actually flower again and give some late food for the pollinators. I'm also going to be taking these runner beans out again, just pulling them straight out. Do you know, I'm actually a little bit worried that I'm coming across a bit miserable in this video, but do you know, I'll be honest, I'm holding back tears because I'm looking around me now and I'm seeing this plot almost empty again, and I'm sad. I'm desperately sad that this summer season is coming to an end, but it's been brilliant. It's been brilliant. I've really enjoyed it, and I feel really silly, but I'm really emotional that it's over. Now maybe I'm also feeling emotional because it's moment of truth time for this beetroot. I said in last week's video that I was going to leave it out of the plot tour and we were going to do the big reveal of this beetroot in today's video because, well, I don't think there's much beetroot in here. So I'm going to pull it all up. It's sort of day of reckoning for it anyway. Some of the leaves are actually really nice. So even if there's no beetroot, I am going to take some of the leaves in and add them into a salad. But I don't think this is going to go down very well. I mean, on the face of it, it looks quite healthy, doesn't it? And I actually can see that there are a few beetroot in here. So let's start with the good. Look at that. I'm wrong. There is a beetroot. Brilliant. And there's another one. Okay, tiny, but there's another one. What else have we got in here? Well, look at these. All planted at the same time. Look, just nothing there. Oh, there's another little teeny one. And some really teeny ones. Might be able to have a bite out of that one. Oh, there's one. Wow. Maybe it's not so bad after all. Might get one jar of pickled beets out of it. Those three together, all okay. Oh, two little ones there. Oh, this isn't too bad. Yes. But these, I can tell, looking at these are just leaves. Look, nothing at all. And I have absolutely no idea what I did wrong. But I certainly did something wrong. Another baby beet. Nothing there, nothing there. That's a plantain. Absolutely nothing there. Then this again. Any ideas? Why? Why have they not done anything? When were they sown? 13th of March. These have been in the ground since the 13th of March. That's it. So there's something going on in this bed, I would assume. I don't know. Like I said in the plot tour though, they've all been prepared in the same way. And I felt like I was giving them a decent enough gap between them. The plan I had was that I would be harvesting some and then leaving the others behind to get bigger. Oh, that was brave. I got it. Now, I multi-sowed beetroot last year and I had absolutely no problems with it. So, very confused. Right, I'm leaving this one till last because I think this one is the biggest. Well, I'm going to take that one as a win. Be able to wash them in this basket. Oh, that's not too bad at all, really, is it? Now, I really do feel like I have decimated the plot today, and I want to finish on a high. And I have noticed a little bit of rodent damage on some of these sweet corns, which suggests to me that the rodents know that they're actually ripe enough to eat. I think they might be. Now, I also know that I did a really silly thing because I planted two different varieties together. So who knows how they're going to turn out, but this one is huge. Let's have a look at this. Wow, I can't even break it off. Let's see if this one's ready. Because I don't know how they're going to fare with the frosts that are starting. Oh, well, I don't know whether that means it's not ripe. I don't know. Do I leave them a bit longer or are they just a pale variety? What do you think? Help. I'm not sure. So what I'll do is I'll find another cob that I didn't cover and I'll put this bag on another one and leave them a bit longer. Things that I know are ripe though are some of these runner beans. So I'm going to harvest what I can find. Oh, they've been a joy. They really have been a joy. And I have a couple that are drying nicely on the plant. In fact, they may even be dry enough to take now. Where were they? There's one. I'll only take them off of this plant today, but there's a dry pod of the painted lady. Now, these may have cross-pollinated during the season, but I'm willing to give it a go. Look at the size of these ones. Wow. And then to finish off, get some of these Scarlet Emperors, the other side, that are just enjoying a bit of golden hour sun on them. Oh, that's a really big pod. I might leave that one. Let that one go to seed. Now the question is, are these the last of the runner beans? Because I know it's setting lots and lots of flowers and it looks absolutely beautiful. In fact, they look better than they've looked all season, to be honest, but can they really set anymore now this time of year? We're in October after all, and they're not frost tolerant, so this could be it. I know I'm feeling sad that the summer season is over, but there is a winter season coming. So in the next video, I'll be showing you what it is that I've got sowing and growing in the plot over autumn and winter. I'll catch you then. Look after yourselves. Bye.